A very good evening to everyone. Welcome to Global Online. And here we are back with our NTA UGC NET preparation for paper 1. As you all are aware that your exams are starting from 6th of December. So yes, there are certain, only few days are left for your examination to start. So in this particular session, we are giving more importance to previous year questions, which will be based on latest cycle. And today the topic I have taken is research aptitude. No worries, we are doing it. I'm just giving you different varieties so that you are able to switch with the questions quickly, and you can maintain your time speed, as well as you can ensure that a proper mock drill is happening to you all. And these lectures are live daily at 9:30 p.m. Just for a day or two. The lectures will be in the form of recorded, but it will come at 9:30 p.m. itself. uh, After 2-3 days we'll be resuming back again with our live lectures. Before we go with the session, let me tell you very clearly that we have a quick revision question bank prepared for you all. Now, this quick revision question bank consists of 3000 plus MCQs, which will be covering your all units. Okay, for paper 1 I'm talking about. It has updated MCQs, it has current affairs, it has short notes, previous year questions, and most repeated questions from the entire syllabus, targeting 80 plus in paper 1. So these all questions will help you to definitely target 80 plus with a keen attention, and a regular revision of this particular question bank is also enough for you to go for your target. And this is available at a fee cost of rupees 699. You can get in touch with us on the given WhatsApp number. Apart from that, any student who is willing to join our course, complete course, so we do have complete course for paper 1, wherein we have daily live lectures in Hindi and English, full syllabus notes in PDF format, 60 plus mock tests, 2000 plus question banks. All this is available at a fee cost of rupees 3600 with a 20% off. You can also download it with the help of Global Online app. Go to the Google Play Store, download the app, register yourself with your registered mobile number. This is how you will see the interface. Once you buy the course, you will get an access to all the contents in the form of the folders by the various faculty members, consisting of theory lectures, evaluation tests, notes, mock test, and MCQ lecture. So this is all we have for paper 1. What is there for paper 2? We'll come to it later. Now let's start with the question. So as you all know that I have already done 10 questions on research aptitude, including teaching aptitude. As I said, I'm nowadays practicing very well the MCQ so that it will really help you out with your examinations. But only make sure that you people are maintaining the speed. Okay, the speed limit is properly maintained by you so that it will be easier for you to appear for your examination, and this mock test will really help you out. So be quicker with your with your answering, and make sure that at the end you definitely give us what number of answers you are right with. This will help you to motivate yourself with the course and go ahead with your preparation. So here comes question number 11 on the screen, everyone. So question number 11 is about a statistical measure which is based on the entire population is called as parameter. So the statistical measure is called as parameter, while the measure based on a sample is called as what? So we have, population is parameter. Okay. So this is what the equation starts. So what does sample is all about? Is it about parameter? Is it about inference? Is it about statistics, or none of this? So which of them indicates the right answer? Yes, quickly everyone, coming to the right answer. Yes, as I said, I will not give you much time. Just I want you to quickly update your answers, and let's come to know what is the right answer. So yes, if a parameter population is called as parameters, sample is known as a statistics. And this concept I have been teaching you from long. In my regular theory lectures also I have done this. So parameter is a measure that is describing the whole population. Statistics is a measure that describes a sample. So for population, we use something called as parameter. For sampling, we use something called as statistics. Okay, and sampling frame is a device or material from which samples are drawn. So samples are drawn from a sample frame, and sampling design is a map or a road map, a plan which is, used for selecting the sample. So sample is selected from where? It's selected from sample design, right? Okay. Now, question number 12, everyone on the screen. In random sampling, the probability of selecting an item from the population is what? Many of you do this mistake regularly. That's the reason every cycle I make sure that I bring this question. And it is, a part of the latest question cycle also. So it is asking that random sampling. So we have given random sampling. What is the probability that the item will be, from the population will be selected, whether it is not unknown, whether it is non-zero, undecided, or 1. So what amount of probability do you have of selecting an item from the population? So when it comes to selecting an item from the population, the probability is basically, it is non-zero. Okay. Now, any one of you who is not able to still understand this meaning, maybe you're rote learning the concept. Otherwise, it is not that difficult that you should not, get this concept very well. So non-zero, what is the meaning of non-zero? So non-zero, it means having a positive and a negative value that maybe it will be selected or it will not be selected. So probability, no? So probability that it will be selected or it will not be selected. That is a probability when we have to select a sample from the random sampling, and that is called as non-zero, right? Now, question number 13, workshops are meant for what? A very regular question. After certain cycles, you do see this question, on a regular basis. So workshops are meant for giving lectures, multiple target groups, showcase the theories or hands-on experience. So what is basically the workshop is meant for? Is it giving lectures? It is multiple the target groups, or it is showcase the new theories or hands-on experience or training or hands-on training or experience. So yes, when it comes to workshops, so basically workshops are meant for what? They are meant for hands-on experience. So be careful. Again, this question somehow it comes, after a regular interval in certain cycles. Then we have next is, in the purposive method of sampling design, items are selected according to what? So when we talk about purposive method of sampling, okay, items are selected based on what? Law of certainty, law of probability, law of judgment, personal judgment, sorry, or none of the above. So purposive method. So method over here is what? It is a purposive method of sampling. What is the chances of item being selected? Whether it is, items are selected according to which rule, or you can say it is selected according to which law. So whether it is certainty, whether it is probability, whether it's a judgment, or none of the above. So when it comes to purposive sample, definitely it is basically based on what? It is based on the personal purpose. So purposive is nothing but a purpose. And that purpose is related to what? It is related to personal judgment. So the right answer here is personal judgment. Maybe you people have understanding it, I hope very well. The speed is bit faster because its exams are very nearby. So we cannot take, an ample amount of time just on one question. So that I have to inculcate the speed test in you. So be faster, cope up with the speed, match up with my speed. It will be really easier for you in the final exam. Okay, now here they have given a situation to you and they want to get, they want you to identify the sampling. A researcher wants to conduct a survey of the drug users. Which type of the sampling techniques will be most appropriate? Whether it is sequential, snowball, quota, or convenience sampling. So researcher wants to conduct a survey of drug users. Now please be careful over here. Drug users, it means the people who consume drugs. So it is not easy to get this data, primary data, very easily. In fact, no one will confess that yes, they are taking drugs. So what will be the best method of sampling? So the best method of sampling here we have studied very well. That is your snowball sampling. It means it is networking. Your networking will be based on what? Your network will be based on what? Based on that, you will can collect a appropriate amount of samples, right? Coming to question number 16. Now, which type of the research encourages participants' perspective? So we talk about research. Again, this question is very common nowadays. Which type of research is encouraging participants' perspective? Is it ethnography? Is it historical, exegete or experimental? So which research encourages participants' perspective? So when we talk about participants' perspective, it is basically the ethnographic research is the one which is engaging what? Which is engaging the participants' perspective. So this is the one which tells you about the cultural norms and based on the community culture. So it is something which encourages participants' perspective, right? Coming to question number 17. Hypothesis testing which results either into affirmation or disaffirmation is the explicit concern. For which methods of research? They have given the methods. You have to talk about hypothesis testing: descriptive, experimental, ex post facto, historical, or it is called as exegetical. So now which method? So now in case if this one method which is prominently coming in this one cycle, this I'll tell you, exegetical method is basically it's a criticism, okay, or a critical explanation, not criticism, sorry, a critical explanation which is given, or like for example interpretation for an interpretation of a particular concept. So it is related to what? Explanation. So explanatory also you can use the word. So they have just changed the terms. The concept is one and the same. Okay. Now, yes. So which of the hypothesis testing will result into which into either affirmation and disaffirmation of what? So whether it is descriptive, experimental, ex post facto, or historical, or it is exegetical. Okay. So yes, let's see. So when it comes to hypothesis testing, it will be basically the method first will be experimental and the ex post method. So the hypothetical testing results either into affirmation or disaffirmation, which with these two methods, right? Now, coming to the next question is about the following. You have problem formulation, you have hypothesis, sampling procedure, and data analysis. You have to match them with the given presentations, that is description, tabular or graphical, drawing a subset, raising pivotal questions, or setting up, a relationship among various variables. So which of them matches? Problem formulation is for what? Hypothesis making is for what? Sampling is for what? Or data analysis is for what? So which you have to map, okay, as per the description. So from the given description and from the given data, the right answer is basically option number 3. Now let's see. So when we talk about problem formulation, it is setting up the relationship among the variables of research. So it is to set a relationship among the variables. We are talking about hypothesis test making. So it talks about raising a pivotal question in the field of inquiry, selecting a sampling procedure in order to draw a subset from a larger set, and data analysis is nothing but with the help of tabular and graphical representation. All this is a part of research only, and some other way in order to write a paper, or maybe to study the research concepts, we have used this, right? Okay. Now, we have again types of research and the features. So we have quantitative, qualitative, descriptive, analytical. And the features: explanation, cause and effect relationship, inductive research, as similar to deductive research. So I'll just clear the ink. You can quickly read those and come to the right answer. Let me see how many of you are coming to the right answer. Yes, everyone. I'll just wait for a minute or so that everyone can come to the right answer very well. Yes. So let's see how many of you are right. So when we're talking about quantitative research, it is basically similar to deductive research. Qualitative is something related to inductive research. Your descriptive research is something which requires an explanation of what is occurring in trends. And analytical research is nothing but your cause and effective relationship is presented. It's cost and effect relationship, right? Okay. Now, I've just quickly given you a small statement of understanding. Quantitative is the one which measures or quantifies the problem. It is very well structured, and it is quite similar to deductive research. Okay, so you are deducting and coming, from general, you are coming to something, a particular, a specific thing. Qualitative, it's a phenomena or a call of understanding the problems. It is unstructured, or you can say semi-structured, which is in a type of inductive research. It means from something specific, you go to a general statement. Then coming to descriptive, it describes the phenomena in detail with an explanation to what is happening. And analytical research is nothing but a cost and effect relationship, right? This all is done in the theory class very well. So this is high time for you. You should be able to identify the things properly. Okay, concept specially. Now, which of the following represents the act of presenting someone else's work, idea, thoughts with or without their consent and incorporating it into your own work? What is this statement called as? Is it is plagiarism? Is it is partial duplication, duplicate publication, or multiple authorship? So basically what it is known as, a very common question will almost every cycle from this last 3 years. This question is very common. So if you are presenting someone's work or idea, okay, it is basically, what? It's with or without their consent. Yes. Yes, everyone. Yeah. So this is basically, if you are taking someone's work, idea, and with or without their consent and incorporating it as your own, so it is something called as plagiarism, right? Okay. Now coming to the next part is the statement 1 and 2. You have to tell whether the statements are right or wrong, correct or incorrect. So action research is cyclic in nature. It involves plan, act, observe, reflect, cycle. The purpose of action research is to develop a theory to explain a causal relationship among the variables. So what exactly it is, okay? So action research, which is cyclic in nature, involves plan, act, observe, reflect, cycle. And the purpose is to explain the theories, to explain the causal relationship among the variables. So from the given statement, what is right, what is wrong? Action research we have studied n number of times, so this again should not be difficult for you. So yes, statement 1 is very true, but statement 2, that action research is to develop a theory to explain causal relationship, no, it's incorrect. Okay. Coming to action research, as I said, it is based on, creates knowledge based on inquiries, which is conducted within a specific practical context. As articulated, the action research is to learn the action that leads to a personal or professional development. It is cyclic in nature. The cycle is plan, act, observe, reflect. The purpose of ex post facto research is something to develop the causal relationship among the variables. Okay. Now, coming to question number 22, identifying the statements which describes the characteristics features of qualitative research. So they have given you certain features. You have to identify which is qualitative research. Researchers tend to analyze the data inductively. The substantive research hypothesis is tested via null hypothesis. Data is taken from words of pictures, or actual settings are the direct source of data. It assumes that there are social facts with a single objective objective reality. So which of them stands the feature of qualitative research? I told you these concepts, qualitative, quantitative, plagiarism, okay, action research are very, very, repetitive format. But obviously the questions are different, but you should know these concepts very well. Okay, so yes, the characteristics features that matches the qualitative research, that is, yes, it tends to analyze the data inductively. Just now we did it in the match the following. Then see, in match the following also it was repeated. So see how it is, this I'm talking about this question just to give you a clarity. Here also we studied, no, that qualitative research is similar to inductive research, right? The same thing they repeated over here, right? Then second is, the data is taken in the form of words or pictures, and yes, the actual settings are the direct source of data, right? Now, the same thing I've explained you with the help of points, that qualitative research is based on general law. It is like other research, it is based on the pictures, or words. It is about the actual settings. The research is a single reality. In qualitative research, basically a single reality is not observed. There are many such factors and components. Reality is based on concepts that are distinct from each person and change over time. Also, there can be never a null hypothesis in the qualitative research, but it uses the question instead, right? Now, which of the following actions are best represent action research? Now see, just now we did in the form of statement question. Again, they gave it individual question. So what is the right series of action research cycle? So it is very easy question. Again, you should not take much time for this. So yes, plan, act, observe, reflect is something which is a right action research cycle. Now, coming to question number 24, quantitative research is also called as what? Ethnographic, unstructured, descriptive, structure. So when we talk about quantitative research, so quantitative research is also called as what? It is called as a structured approach. Whereas qualitative is something which is unstructured or semi-structured. We studied the reason also for that very well, right? Question number 25. Experimental researchers are aimed to what? Establish the association, describe the variable, study the application, or study the trend analysis. So when we talk about experimental research, they aim for what? Experimental researchers aim for studying the application of theory. So they are the one which studies the application of theory, right? Okay. Now, question number 26, we have again matched the following types and the description. So we have pure research, analytical research, ex post facto research, and action research. So pure is something what? Okay, they have given the description: immediate solution to a problem, addition to existing stock of knowledge, critical evaluation, investigation which starts after the occurrence of a fact. So which of them, is listed as the research and its meaning? So yes, pure research is something which is leading to addition of existing stock of knowledge. Analytical research, which is critical evaluation. Ex facto research is something which is investigating the stats that is the occurrence of a fact. And the action research is something which is an immediate solution. Again, these concepts are very regularly repeated nowadays. So there is a keyword for every concept and you should definitely remember that. Okay. Now, coming to next question. Question number 27. The personalized and contextualized references are permissible in which type of reporting? Experimental, historical, ethnographic, or survey? So where is the conceptual and personalized references are permissible? So when we talk about conceptualized and contextual references, they are in which type of research? They are permissible in ethnographic. Because see, ethnographic is a qualitative research which basically is done on the, observation of the participant, and it is, the permissible. So yes, definitely what is happening, and you produced an observation, it is sometimes refers to its description because of its in-depth observation and description, right? Question number 28, again you have types of research. I have picked up all the questions related to that. So again, they have given fundamental research is nothing but pure research, applied research, action research, experimental research. So descriptions they have given you. Fundamental is seeking solution, controlled investigation, enhances knowledge, or seeking solutions for immediate problem. So yes, I just now you started in this. In fact, this should be very easier for you. But and I'm giving you all the type of questions so that you know if the question comes from how and when. Okay. So yes, so let's see. So fundamental research is something which talking about what the knowledge. Applied research is something which talks about what the seeking the solution for the practical problem. But action research is for immediate problem. If you can see C4, and experimental research is something where the control investigation happens, right? Okay. Question number 9, assertion and reason. So assertion and reason questions, you know very well how you to look at this question. You have to see the reason based on assertion. The purpose of research is to revisit the situation to bid to ensure that there is an amelioration and improvement. Okay. Action research is a format of research which is basically directed at bettering the solution. So which of the statement is true, which of the statement is, assertion is true and reason is wrong or right? So if you see, yes, the purpose of the research is to revisit to find whether there is an improvement or enhancement. And action research is the one which is basically directed to better solutions, that also is an immediate way, right? Coming to the last question of the day, and again research ethics topic is very famous. So the issue of research ethics is pertinent at which of the following stages? Either it is identification, definition, or delimitation, defining the population, sampling or techniques, data collection, data analysis or reporting, or data collection and data analysis. So which of the issue is reported over here? So when it comes to issue of research ethics, so basically issue of research ethics is about data collection, data analysis and reporting of research findings. So this is how the research is collected. Is it clear? Okay. So yes, that's all we have for day. In case of paper 2, these are all subjects which we do provide as notes in the form of MCQs as well as notes. So you can get in touch with us on the given numbers. WhatsApp number, the fees is rupees 1280 after a discount of 20%. Get in touch with us, and yes, you will be having, on coming Sunday, you will be having another big video on certain topic or unit, and I'll try my level best to take a combination of questions which help you to give a pure understanding of the variety of questions. Okay. Thank you, everyone. See you in the next class.